Here in New York, sometimes we can get a little bit of a tunnel vision, just always looking straight ahead. But if you want to see something you haven't noticed before, it often pays to look up and around, and also to look down at the sidewalk, particularly here on Green Street, where you'll see these metal lines in the sidewalk extending quite a long way. 90 feet to be exact. So what exactly is going on here? In 1985, artist Francois Schein, originally from Belgium, was living in New York City and fascinated by the subway system, which he felt was the lifeblood of the city, and also by how New York looked from above when flying over it at night, to her like a giant circuit board. These would all come together when she was asked to create an art piece here in front of 110 Green Street by real estate developer Tony Goldman. Made out of stainless steel, concrete, terrazzo, and glass, it's titled Subway Map Floating on a New York Sidewalk. It wasn't easy to create. She had to go through a grueling approval process with the Soho Community Board, the Landmarks Commission, and the Department of Transportation, and then actually fabricate and install the piece, for which she collaborated with sculptor Han van de Bovenkamp and welder Peter Zevermoff. The piece only shows the subway map of Manhattan, which as a long, narrow island fits well on a long, narrow sidewalk. The other boroughs would have to be out there on the street or inside the building. There are 156 lights that represent subway stations, and the lights still work as long as someone turns them on. There's a switch inside the building. It's the largest subway map in the city, though I wouldn't use it for directions. Way back in 1985, when it was installed, they had already made some changes to the map for aesthetic and spacing reasons. And since then, we've only added more stations and changed routes. And of course, they're not ripping up the sidewalk every time to update it. Schein would go on to a long career, and her subway system focus would endure. Many of her installations have been in the transit systems of other cities. But this remains her only public work in New York City.